Hi again, Katrina Kramlich here from Inspired Spectrums, and in this video we are going to talk about getting to know your student. So a big part of this play-based therapy that you're doing is the fact that it's customized to your individual student. It's already sort of been shown that he's not going to learn in traditional ways that most kids learn. So we are creating a customized program that's specifically designed for your student to learn in the easiest way for him. So a big part of that is you taking the time to really get to know your student and really figuring out what is going to work best for him. As we've already talked about, each child with autism is so different, so it's going to take a lot of learning on your part about your student to find out what's going to work best for him individually. And this is an ongoing process. Just like your interests and desires and physical issues change day by day, so will your students. So this is going to be something that you're going to continue to do. And it gets, really easy. But if you ever find yourself at a time in the playroom or the classroom where you're not really knowing what to do, use that time to really just pay attention to your student and what's going on for him, to really help you learn more about him. And that's also going to direct you to what to do next, because this is a child-led program, which means that he is going to, for the most part, especially when we're in the playroom, he's going to be showing you the direction of what to take and when to push him further, when to pull back. It's all about really getting to know him and giving him a lot of control so that he feels safe and excited to then learn more and push himself further. And a lot of that is going to be with how you guys work together. Right? And that's why getting to know him is going to be really helpful. So things to watch for: pay attention to what he's doing with his body language, okay? All kids, all humans talk through their bodies. You see me doing all sorts of stuff. They may not use their hands as much to talk, but they're definitely using their bodies. So what kind of things does he lean into? What kinds of things is he leaning away from? What's he doing with his eyes? Is he covering his ears? Where is he positioning his body? A lot of times we can tell a lot about a student by what they're doing. Are they right up against a wall? Maybe they crave that because a lot of times that can help them know where their body's at in space. Is he rocking? Is he moving? What kind of pressure is he getting from whatever he may be doing? Pay attention to, is he fidgeting? Is he chewing? Is he sucking? What kinds of things are happening for him? Because that's going to give us cues into what kind of things we can do to help him take care of his sensory system so that he can then learn. And of course, you can play and teach through while you're taking care of the sensory system, so that's fun too. What kind of touch does he like? A lot of kids, sometimes they'll shy away from the light touch, but they crave the deep pressure. Some kids it's different. Some kids, they might really like the light touch. Most kids love deep pressure, but sometimes it's not going to happen. Every kid is so different. So you are so important. I'm definitely going to be able to tell you what works with the majority of children, but only you are going to really understand your student to know what's going to work with him. And that's why when I teach parents, I'm always telling them that they're their best experts on their own child, because they're the ones who are with them the most of the time. And so you too are going to become an expert on your student, on what works for him, what he likes, what he doesn't like. So pay attention to what he likes. What kind of things is he motivated by? What kind of songs does he like? What kind of games does he like? What kind of books does he like? What does he like to be? Does he like things loud? Does he like things soft? Does he like, what kind of characters? I don't really recommend a lot of TV watching, but if parents do watch TV at home, it's helpful to know what kind of TV is he watching, because that's really going to tell you what kind of things he's interested in, and definitely going to give you a lot of ideas for games. So, and keep a list of that sort of stuff. Definitely you're going to want to keep a list of even the smallest things that your student is interested in, because you're going to be able to use that for games. But yeah. Learning about your student is going to be the best way to know what to do with them. It's kind of hard for me sometimes when I go in for a couple days, because it's hard to learn about somebody in just a couple days. And so oftentimes I'll take just the first couple hours to really pay attention, see what they're doing, see what they're telling me. Because if you can learn to pay attention and really be user-friendly and responsive to what your child is showing you, then that's a huge window of opportunity. You're going to be able to do much more because they see you as a person who really is trying to understand them and is really trying to help them. And you're going to get a lot more out of your child when you have that relationship with them. So do it. And if there's ever, like I said, if there's ever a time you don't know what to do with your student, just take that opportunity to pay attention and observe and see where they're at right now and see what's working for them right now. And that's going to give you a cue into what's going to work for them next.